There's a legend in a small town outside Vermont. They say if you stare too long into the broken mirror at Wicker House, you won't see your reflection. You'll see her. And once you do, you're never truly alone again. Evan was new in town. Fresh out of college, looking for cheap housing, he thought the abandoned Victorian house would be perfect. The landlord was strange, barely saying a word, just handing over the keys with a warning. Don't uncover the mirror. Asterisk. Evan laughed it off. How bad could a mirror be? The house creaked and groaned with every step. Cold spots lingered in certain rooms, but Evan blamed it on bad insulation. The first night, he heard faint tapping, coming from the basement. Curiosity got the better of him. He went down with a flashlight, following the sound. In the farthest corner of the basement, under a dusty cloth, he found it. The mirror. It wasn't like any mirror he had ever seen. The glass was pitch black, like a pool of still water at midnight. And in the center, two glowing eyes stared back at him. Frozen, Evan dropped the flashlight. The basement plunged into darkness. When he picked the light back up, the mirror was empty. But he wasn't alone. Footsteps, soft, dragging, echoed across the floorboards. A breath, cold and foul, brushed the back of his neck. He turned sharply, nothing there. Shaken, Evan covered the mirror again and ran upstairs. He convinced himself it was his imagination. Maybe the stress of moving, or maybe he was just tired. That night, as he lay in bed, he felt it. A presence. A weight at the edge of the bed. He dared not open his eyes. The next morning, the house seemed different. Every mirror in the house, bathroom, hallway, even his phone screen, showed fleeting images. Not of him, but of a woman. Long tangled hair, hollow cheeks, and those glowing, yellow eyes. Evan tried to leave. He packed his bags in a frenzy. But when he opened the front door, he found nothing but darkness stretching endlessly outside. The house was no longer part of the world he knew. A whisper crawled into his ears. You looked. Now you belong. Asterisk. Desperate, he shattered every mirror. But it didn't matter. Her eyes were everywhere, reflected in the glass, the windows, even in puddles of water. He was trapped. No one heard his screams. Weeks later, the townspeople noticed the Wicker House lights flickering again. But no one dared to check. They knew better. Because sometimes, late at night, if you glance at the house from the street, you can see two glowing eyes watching from the second-story window.